Guys, I gotta tell you this. I'm super excited, but I'm also really disappointed at the same time. About 2 years ago, I got to try out this new product called Hangouts Chat from Google, and I really like the product. It worked really well with what we tested in our chatting, trying to compete with Slack or what we use was Zulip. But it was also really frustrating because it was in beta and they never took it out of beta, and there were features that were missing that were really crucial. Well, guess what, guys? Today, all of that changes, along with Google changing their name to Google Workspace. But the real question is, what does that mean for you? We're going to go over the top new features and how it affects your business, the pricing plan, and your storage options. Before we jump in, I do want to remind you that if you do want to continue this conversation with me, go ahead and drop a comment below and let me know how you feel about these changes. What are you looking forward to? What are you frustrated about? And then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But I also, just so you know, I do stream on Twitch every Sunday and Thursday night. So come on over there and let me know in chat, and we can talk and have a real conversation about how you're feeling about these changes. So let's dive in and figure out what changed. So like I said, there's some really exciting things, but there's also some really sad things about this change from G Suite becoming Google Workspace. But I like to start off with good news. So we're going to start there first. Obviously, with this name change, they do have new plans. They have Business Starter, Business Standard, and Business Plus. We'll get into a little bit more detail about the plan changes a little bit later, but let's start off with the most exciting thing first, obviously, because everybody likes new designs. So let's look at the new designs. So we have Gmail, Drive, Chat, Meet, and Calendar. So yeah, everybody likes new designs. So go ahead and give a thumbs up for those new designs. I think they're pretty cool. Just a little bit of differences. So let's go ahead and jump into the first changes. So Google Workspaces is bringing their chat to a whole new level. Have any of you heard of Slack, Discord, Microsoft Teams? This new chat is trying to compete with those. This is the feature I've been literally waiting for about 2 years, and I got a test. So it allows you to chat in projects, teams, groups of friends, and get this, they even let you chat with external users. I mean, that's a miracle. They didn't have that in the beta, but they finally opened it. That upgrade alone deserves a thumbs up. Am I right, guys? But the new layout also brings the conversations to the forefront and allows you to collaborate as a team more efficiently. This new feature allows you to retain history in projects and work on projects all in one seamless screen. In the business standard plan, you can even force history, so that way people can't delete things, but you do need to be in the business standard plan for that feature. But go ahead and check out this new layout. There's a couple things that I want to point out with this new layout. So they are working in what is called a room. So if you didn't notice that on the side, it says room. And this is a project that you can assign your people in your organization to collaborate. So you can assign tasks, view files, and chat with your team. These are all new features in this chat with the tasks, assigning files, all of that. So second is the new layout. Allows you to work in docs or create docs without changing pages. So immediately in chat, they were able to create the doc and share it with their team without having to refresh pages or leave chat and miss conversation. I thought that was a really cool, powerful feature. To make documents more collaborative in Google, what they've done is they've allowed app mentions to bring up the person's contact card, and it also suggests different things you can do at that time based off of what you're doing in the document. So it'll allow you to send an email, schedule a meeting, do things like that. The other thing they've done, which is really cool in the document, is they've allowed a picture-in-picture mode with your Hangouts meeting and your document all right there in one screen, which is really nice because what I used to have to do is either have multiple screens so you could see the people you're talking to and see the document, or you had to switch between tabs if you wanted to talk to somebody and look at them, and then switch back to the other tab to edit the document. So kind of putting it all in one is a really nice feature that they've done. But let's go ahead and check that out. Now let's talk about some of the reasons I'm really disappointed. First of all, their pricing plan has changed. It used to range from $6 to $12, but with their new 3 pricing plans, it ranges from $6 to $18. So like I said, you have Business Starter, Business Standard, and Business Plus. If you need more advanced security features like Vault or more drive storage, you kind of step up with your plans. And you have to have, for these advanced security features, you have to have Business Plus, which is kind of a bummer, which was included in the $12 plan currently. So that's really disappointing that they made it $6 more per user and you still get less than what you pay now, $12 per user. So that's one of my biggest disappointments. But what's even bigger disappointment, like the biggest disappointment for me, is that they've taken away unlimited Google Drive storage. Let me say that again. No more unlimited Google Drive storage. Are you kidding me? I love throwing random things up there. One of my colleagues, he would just duplicate files to see if it really was unlimited. He eventually deleted, I'm sure, but it was just fun. Like, people don't use that much storage, so why not just leave that there? I thought it was great personally, but yeah, that's no longer going to happen. And as a small business, you can't even get unlimited storage. You have to move to an enterprise plan, which they don't even list the price, to be able to do that. So yeah, I'm really frustrated about that. But the new storage options for each plan, like I said, with a Business Starter has 30 gigs total storage, and then Business Standard has 2 terabytes per user, and the Business Plus has 5 terabytes per user. So this change isn't very empowering, but at the same time, they do give a lot of storage. So you shouldn't have any issues as long as you have more than a few employees. But for really small businesses, it's kind of frustrating that they decided to make that change. But there's also this. Hold on, guys. I don't really know what this means. Let me show you this. Like I said, I'm not really sure what that means. I don't remember seeing ads in my personal email. So like, was there? Like, does anyone remember? Let me know in the comments below. Like, when you're in your personal Gmail account, did you see ads, or is this something they're adding? Like, what is Google Workspace ads, or what is Google ads in your email? Like, come on. Really? You're going to start putting ads in my personal, or if I don't pay for it? I don't understand what this means, but I'm really curious to see what it is. And if I totally missed it and there are ads in my email, let me know. Like, but I don't think I did. So all in all, I think for collaboration, these are great changes. I think that being able to chat with people, being able to have the picture-in-picture when you're working on your documents, the app mentions, these are all really great collaborative changes. And I think that they're going to help empower your team a lot. But for the most part, I think the changes in pricing, the changes in plans, and how they're breaking it out more is just really disappointing. And it's really kind of not helping small businesses grow when this is really a business focused plan. I just think the charge for the enhanced security features, dropping drive storage, and just removing some of these features that we used to get and charging $6 more per month to even get close to them is just not really helping small businesses out. So I'm really frustrated with the pricing changes. Kind of opens up the question more about Microsoft 365, whether, because they have a lot of different pricing options, and you can get similar features at a cheaper price. So it brings that question a lot more. And I think Google has to do something to make people like really want to choose. So I'm excited to really see these features live and use them and see how they're working, because Google these have to work really good for Google to change their pricing plan this much and to take away features. As always, I really do hope you enjoyed this content. I hope it helped your business in some way, in some decision you're making, or learning what the new features are of Google Workspace. If you did like it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. And I look forward to seeing you around in the next video. And I'm excited to hear how these changes either help or don't help your organization. Definitely let me know in the comments below, but I will see you guys next time. Have a great one.